guys, it doesn't matter, and
LM the Dream.
And this is episode 13 of our podcast, Confessions of a Stan Mixer Edition. Today we are going to be sharing with you guys our perfect album, I guess is the best way to put it. So what we did is we looked at all of Little Mix's discography and we put together not just like an album of our favorite songs, but an album of like, we just put together our own album using all the songs they already have just to match a vibe that we like, put songs that we like, create a message, like whatever it is. And we split it up into 3. So we followed the Glory Days format. So we did an original version of it with 12 tracks. We did a deluxe with 3 extra tracks. We did a platinum, which has 7 extra tracks. So we have 3 different versions to share with you guys. We did definitely cheat on the platinum edition. That is absolutely what happened because on the platinum edition of the Glory Days album, the reason why there are 7 and not 3 is because there are 4 new songs that have the features of the originals. Well, in Reggaeton Lento is just an added one, but it's because there are features. So, right, hitting Stormzy, MGK. We did not include features necessarily. Like, we didn't stipulate that the 4 songs on the platinum had to have features. We just wanted to include more songs to make it easier for ourselves. So that's what we did. So we absolutely cheated. And but it's also fine because this is our own game. And so we made up the rules. And so I say we're not cheating. But also we did definitely cheat in like the spirit of the game. Okay, so we have 3 versions to share with you guys. So it's 12, 15, and then 21. So we'll start with the original album. And we did not come up with names for these guys, so that seems like an oversight on our part. If you guys come up with names, let us know. That'd be interesting. If you guys come up with names for like what we're about to do, definitely share them with us. I'll start off. So my first track off of my standard album with 12 tracks is FU.
Mine is Move.
Track number 2 on my standard edition is Freak, of course.
I have Sweet Melody.
Number 3, I have what do I have? I have Nobody Like You.
I have Freak.
Number 4, I have Notice.
I have Rendezvous.
Then I have Strip at number 5.
I have Lightning.
Then I have number 6 as Case Closed.
I have Monster in Me.
7 is Good Enough.
That one is Change Your Life.
8 is No More Sad Songs, the original version.
I have Nobody Like You.
Number 9 is Wasabi.
Mine is A Mess.
Number 10, I have Down and Dirty.
I have No More Sad Songs without the feature.
Number 11, I have Lightning.
I have Down and Dirty.
And then finally, number 12, I have Love Me or Leave Me.
I have If You Want My Love.
All right, so those are the first like 12 tracks on the standard edition of our imaginary albums. And I think that they're chosen... Well, I tried to arrange mine to tell a little bit of a story. Not a full story, but just to give it like a little bit of narrative. A little bit of narrative to follow and some themes to relate to. Love consistent themes. Any thoughts on your standard edition?
I tried to arrange my songs in how they sounded together because I had a bunch of songs that just didn't really sound good. So some I like replaced and put them in the deluxe and like platinum version. So that's why like some of like the favorites or whatever are in this one. So I tried to make it like kind of high energy in the beginning. So you start off like interested, then it kind of like goes down a little bit and then it kind of picks back up at the end. That was like my intentions, but I'm not sure how well it's portrayed because I haven't actually listened to the songs in this order, but in my head it works.
I actually went above and beyond, and I didn't do it for the standard edition. I did it for the final like platinum edition version. I actually made a playlist of all of those songs and listened to it all the way through, and to give me like a feeling for it all. If anyone down below is super curious to listen to that and does not want to go through this entire podcast to listen to us to remake it yourselves, let me know and I'll put together a playlist on Spotify that you guys can check out so you can listen to the ones we said here, because I know that us just talking about it might be a little bit confusing. So if you guys want to see a Spotify playlist version of these, let me know. Yeah, I kind of decided to go with like a couple different themes of like self-worth, relationships, and then on top of the relationships, not really the happy relationships, more the heartbreak relationships with the cheating and stuff. So a little bit over like a sadder feel to it overall. And then of course ending on Love Me or Leave Me. Moving on to the deluxe edition. Now, just to recap for you guys, the deluxe edition is 3 more additional songs, and we could put them anywhere within the current like set list. So on the deluxe version, my first track is FU.
Mine is Move.
My second is Freak.
Mine is Sweet Melody.
My third is Nobody Like You.
Mine is Freak.
My fourth is Notice.
Mine is Rendezvous.
All right, and then number 5 is where I'm going to insert my first deluxe edition, and that is Rendezvous.
Mine is Still Lightning.
Number 6, I have Strip, like I did last time.
I have Monster in Me.
And then for number 7, I'm going to, it's still going to be Case Closed.
Mine is one of the deluxe songs that I added, which is Love Me or Leave Me.
Number 8 is Good Enough.
That's mine too. I added it in at number 8.
At number 9, I have No More Sad Songs, the original.
I added in Woman's World.
At number 10, I have Wasabi.
I have Change Your Life.
At number 11, I added in Power featuring Stormzy.
I have Nobody Like You.
At number 12, I have Down and Dirty.
I have A Mess.
At number 13, I added in, and add in, it was already there. I have Lightning.
I have No More Sad Songs without the feature.
Number 14, I have Love Me or Leave Me.
I have Down and Dirty.
And then my final 15th track for the deluxe version is Confetti.
And mine is If You Want My Love.
Okay, so for me, the added deluxe tracks were Rendezvous, Power featuring Stormzy, and Confetti.
And mine were Love Me or Leave Me, Good Enough, and Woman's World.
So we just added them in kind of in wherever we thought they fit, right? So I put Rendezvous between Notice and Strip. I thought it was a good transition between sex positivity to body positivity. And then, Wasabi's Pump Up, Power's Pump Up. And then if you would like a happy ending, you get the deluxe version of the album, which does not end or Love Me and Leave Me. It ends on Confetti. Much happier ending. So that was the reasoning kind of behind the deluxe tracks there.
So I chose mine because I thought all of those like sonically are somewhat similar because they're very like slow compared to like the rest of the songs I had. So I thought it was best if I just paired them up, and that's why I did those 3 in the deluxe. And then I put them kind of where like the sad songs are. Even though I realized Change Your Life, now that I'm looking at it now, makes no sense right there, but it's gonna stay there. I didn't realize that until I was saying it, and I was like, oof. But yeah, so it's kind of like in like the sad portion of the album. It just gets even sadder in the deluxe.
I mean, that's fine. On Get Weird, it goes Adidas to Love Me or Leave Me.
That's true. That's true. So it works.
So moving on to the Platinum Edition, guys. Quick recap again. Right, so we had our original 12 tracks. Then we added on our 3 deluxe tracks. Now we're going to add on an additional 7 songs already onto the 15 we've already talked about. And this is the kind of final version of the album. Again, 4 of these probably should have been features, but we didn't want to do that, so we didn't. So they're not. So number 1, I have FU.
I have Move.
Number 2, I have Freak.
I have Sweet Melody.
Number 3, I have Nobody Like You.
I have Freak.
Number 4, I have Notice.
I have Rendezvous.
Number 5, I have Rendezvous.
I have Gloves Up.
Number 6, I have Strip.
I have Stand Down. Oh, and I added those 2 in. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, okay, so you added in which 2?
I added in Gloves Up and Stand Down.
Okay, and then at number 7, I'm going to add in Grown.
I added in Notice.
At number 8, I added in Change Your Life.
I still have Lightning.
At number 9, I have Case Closed.
I have Monster in Me.
At number 10, I have Good Enough.
I have Love Me or Leave Me.
Number 11, No More Sad Songs, the original.
I have Good Enough.
Number 12 is Wasabi.
I have Woman's World.
Number 13 is Power featuring Stormzy.
I have Change Your Life.
Okay, number 14, I'm adding in See Me Now.
I have Nobody Like You.
Number 15, I'm adding in Competition.
I have FU.
Number 16, I'm adding in Stand Down.
I have A Mess.
Let's see, number 16, I have Down and Dirty.
Wait, 16?
17? 17.
I was like, wait a second. I have No More Sad Songs without the feature.
And then number 18, I have Lightning.
I added in Make You Believe.
Number 19, I have Love Me or Leave Me.
I added in If I Get My Way.
And at number 20, I have Confetti.
I have Down and Dirty.
At 21, I have DNA Unplugged.
I added in Power featuring Stormzy.
And then at 22, I have Boy.
I have If You Want My Love.
So for me, the last two, DNA Unplugged and Boy, they are meant to, on my version of the Platinum Edition, be kind of the like bonus tracks. So they're the equivalent of like when we get like an unplugged or like an acoustic or an a cappella version of a song. So like DNA Unplugged, Little Me Unplugged, The Cure Stripped. That's kind of what I imagine DNA Unplugged and Boy to be on this version of my Platinum Edition. So they're like kind of tacked on to the bottom in that sense.
Yeah, mine are just kind of songs that I couldn't fit in anywhere else. And I was like, okay, if I'm just going to be adding in more songs, I'll just add in the ones that I wanted to include, but I couldn't figure out where to put them. So I figured if I had more than like 3 random songs in there, it kind of works. So that's kind of where my mind went. So I try to place them in like the best possible spots in the album, but some of them are like kind of randoms, like story wise, like they don't make sense. You're going on an emotional roller coaster, but it kind of works, I think, to me.
Little Mix doesn't usually narrate their albums.
No.
That's probably not the correct way to say it, but like their albums don't usually follow that type of a storytelling
Yeah.
aspect. I just chose to do it because I need structure in my life. So, yeah, so that is our kind of set up that way. Did you find that you really heavily weighed towards a specific album? I have mine color coded that way.
I didn't like count them, but I know I have very little of DNA. I only have one song from DNA, and then like I think it's 3 from Salute. So I want to say mine like heavily goes on Glory Days and Confetti, it seems like.
I have mine color coded, guys, because of course I do. Um, and it's color coded by album. So I have 6, it looks like, from Glory Days, 3 from LM5, 2 from Confetti, 3 from Get Weird, 3 from DNA, and 5 from Salute. So basically, what I've got here is Glory Days, Salute, LM5, and Get Weird tied with Get Weird, DNA, LM5 all tied, and then Bye Bye Confetti at the bottom. There were other songs I could have used on Confetti. Like I had Sweet Melody in the running, like I thought about Happiness, but ultimately those songs all kind of serve the same narrative purpose.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm sticking pretty consistent to my Glory Days, Salute are my favorite albums, and then everything else down. Does not mean Confetti is my least favorite album. It just means that a lot of those songs talk about the same things.
Yeah.
And then you said you had how many? I'm surprised I managed to get so many in for DNA.
Yeah, I have 2 DNA. I have 3 Salute. Let me count it. I have 2 Get Weird. And then it's like a lot more of the other 3. So I definitely between Glory Days and Confetti. I know that off the top of my head. I think so. Because I only have 2, 3, 2 LM5. I think I'm like looking at all of them so separate from each other. I know I have a lot of Glory Days, so that's definitely the most used one.
I mean, that's the story of our life.
It is.
Oh wait, guys, I have to put in this because it caused me a lot of pain at the beginning that you guys didn't see. Okay, so See Me Now. I had it listed at number 14 on my Platinum edition, and it used to be a different beat. But I realized upon last minute reflection that, and by last minute, I truly do mean last minute, that that I think we talked about this in the lyrics podcast. That I like, disappointingly to myself. I actually kind of feel like I'm starting to kind of outgrow the Salute lyrics, which is really upsetting because I love that album so much and I love like its lyrics so much. And so it was one of those situations where I felt like I could relate more to See Me Now lyrics, specifically like the verses, than I did the A Different Beat lyrics. Like there's just a switch as I've gotten older. I've liked both songs always, but I think I used to prefer A Different Beat. And I don't know, it was like in my head today as I was thinking about it all morning, and I ended up replacing it. I switched it from A Different Beat to See Me Now because I think I just relate to those more. But I'm giving a shout out to A Different Beat because it was hard. So that's that. I like how like all of my Salute songs got added in on the full platinum edition.
That's like my one random extra DNA song that I was like, you know what? This is my favorite. Slipping it in.
You're like, I don't know where you fit, but it's fine because we're going for broke.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Why did you put Freak at number 3?
It was at number which one was it at? It was at number I think 4 before, but I ended up taking the song I had at number 1 off completely. But I've noticed that like in Confetti, like Sweet Melodies number 3, and like number 3 a lot of time is like the single, and I really want Freak to be a single. So I put it really in like one of those spots on purpose.
Well, usually, at least in Little Mix's world, the first like 4 songs are single contenders.
Yeah, so I try to stick it like up there purposely for that reason.
I put it at number 2 because I Googled how you're supposed to structure an album. Because, guys, I do work for these. And, uh, and anyway, I Googled how you structure an album, and it was like, oh, your first song, like, it's not your first song that's the most important one, it's the second. And that should be like the best song on the whole album. And then you should kind of intersperse your singles actually in between the album so that people will continue listening because they recognize the popular songs, but then you can like get in some unpopular ones in between.
Yeah.
That was like the logic that I found. I decided to kind of try to copy that a bit. Not that I was necessarily thinking about any of these as like singles per se. Although I'm going to tell you, if FU Freak, Nobody Like You and Notice are singles, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 2 out of like the 4 of mine are already singles.
Did I include singles on this? Notice, Rendezvous, Strip, Grown, Change Your Life, Change Your Life. Good Enough, No More Sad Songs. Wasabi is supposed to be a single. I'm counting it. Power. Down to Relay. Okay, so I have 4 singles. Okay.
Yeah,
For a
so do
second, I was
I.
looking at my list, like my first half of my like my list, and I was like, I don't have singles. My guess is Confetti was probably supposed to be the 4th single of Confetti,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
which I guess would make 5 on my list, but we can pretend that's not the case. Wasabi's the one that really got ripped off. That's not news to anyone. Everyone knows Wasabi got ripped off. I'm just still mad about it. What are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Did you just die?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
She tried to back up and sit on my computer.
Oh man, my chair broke.
We're a mess.
We are.
I wonder if this should stay in the podcast.
This is what happens. That gets cut out.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if we've done it yet, but our plan is to get some blooper episodes for you guys, and this is the type of stuff that will be on it. But it's back on track. That is our perfect album. We just thought it would be interesting to share it with you guys, and interesting to do for ourselves, to be honest, because I didn't know the answer. I tried not to just do like all of my favorite songs. I tried to include Like I tried not to just do my top 22 songs. I tried to kind of pick things that I thought went together or create a theme or some sort of narratives within the whole thing. So that was the reasoning there. And but of course a lot of them are my favorites. And
All of mine are my favorite.
yeah, so we have those, and it was actually really fun to be able to do that. Like I said, you guys, if there's any of you that are interested in seeing these as like playlist versions that you guys want to check out, definitely comment that down below. Even if you're only one person, I already have mine set up as a playlist, so I'm happy to share that with you guys, and I don't mind doing it for LM the Dream or you doing
Yeah.
it for yourself.
Yeah, I can make it if you want.
I just already have mine on Spotify, so I figured it'd be easy for me to just make yours on Spotify
Yeah.
and then share that link. But yeah, so if you guys want us to do that, even if you're just like the one person in the comments being like, I want it, like just let us know. It's really not a big deal. We've kind of already done it. Let us know what your perfect album would be in the comments too. I know we asked you guys a lot about your rankings, but I feel like this is like a little bit different. So definitely let us know like what would definitely make your perfect album. And also feel free to call us out for cheating in the comments. And yeah, this was fun. And let us know if you guys have any other ideas like this you want us to do, or if you like the idea of maybe the podcast being a little bit more interactive with the playlists or something like that. Let us know that as well. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we want to share with you guys, any news or anything. Oh, this isn't, I don't even think I plan to do this, and maybe I'll cut it out. But if any of you guys know of anyone who is selling their Glory Days like hoodies or something, let us know.
Please.
Like we're like a lot desperate.
Yeah.
Glory
Very.
Days hoodies are the kids ones, and I've considered ordering a kid size that will absolutely in no way potentially fit me, and just like cutting it up. But that seems like I would be ruining the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So, and also still not entirely sure I could fit it on me even if I cut it up. So, uh, definitely let us know if you guys have Glory Days merch, hoodies, long sleeve shirts. I don't know. Do you wear t-shirts? I don't wear t-shirts.
No, not really.
Yeah, okay. Long sleeve shirts and hoodies, maybe some jumpers. If you guys have any of those things, let us know. Let us know if you're willing to sell them to us. I mean, you could tell us if you have them and you like them and they're yours, but like tell us if you want to sell them. And we will potentially take you up on that because
We're desperate.
and it's never going to come back into stock. So
Yeah.
definitely, if you have that and you're looking to sell it for some reason, comment down below. This was a fun episode for us, and it'll be on the shorter side, but we've also been giving you a lot of longer episodes, so it's probably for the best that way. Thank you for coming and listening. We'll see you guys next week.